Grace Masoro, lovely to have you here. Um, why do you think it's important that companies celebrate and acknowledge Black History Month?
Because I think it is an acknowledgement of the Black experience in the UK. I do think it's something that should be recognised all year round, but I do think there is something really powerful about setting aside time and budget to celebrate it in month. I think there are still a lot of people that don't know the history of Black people in the UK, and I think it really provides an easy learning space for individuals that don't know enough about it or don't know anything about Black history in the UK. And it also, yeah, it's just a celebration of the Black experience and the Black presence. I think particularly because of everything that's been happening in the UK recently with the far right protests that we had a few weeks back, with all of the flags that are going up, which in isolation would be great. You know, let's celebrate the fact that we're British, let's celebrate the English, etc. But the timing of those flags going up and what they meant for a lot of people, I think now more than ever, it's really important that organizations emphasize to their Black employees that they see them, they support them, they acknowledge, you know, that things might be uncomfortable for them at the moment, and they really just, yeah, celebrate them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for us this month particularly, we're focusing on Black British history because so often when you've got Black History Month, it's the same old names that are talked about, incredible names, but you know, you've got Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Everyone knows, or Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, but they're very US centric. And I think sometimes in celebrating the same names, we actually don't pay enough attention to the legacy and the history that is here in Britain from Black communities. So who is your Black British hero?
So this year, so this year's Black History Month theme is standing firm in power and pride. And my Black History Month hero this year is without a doubt Diane Abbott. If anyone, to me in this moment, is an example of what it is to stand firm in power and pride, Diane like gets that hats off. When I think of Diane Abbott, I think of Maya Angelou's poem where she talks about "Still We Rise." Irrespective of everything that Diane has been through over her political career and probably in her personal life generally as a Black woman in the UK, she has continued the fight. She has continued to get back up no matter how many times she's knocked down. And I think that that is just phenomenal. I think when I look at her, I feel a mixture of emotions. I feel pride, I feel inspiration, admiration, but I also feel exhaustion and genuine pain for her experience, because she has without a doubt earned her position. She is a symbol of what it is to be Black in the UK and to succeed despite the barriers that are sometimes placed against you. She's well educated, but the rhetoric that is kind of spat out about her doesn't reference the fact that this is an educated, accomplished, powerful Black woman. So for me, she's my Black British hero.
Yeah, amazing. And I think it was really sad that she's so often silenced by her own party when she's talking about that experience of racism as a Black female MP and gets suspended for it. It's absolutely outrageous. So yeah, I think we should definitely be giving her her flowers. So yes, Diane Abbott up there with all the greats. For me, mine's a woman called Claudia Jones. So she was born in 1915 in Trinidad and Tobago, journalist, activist. She moved to the UK in 1955 and was a member of the Communist Party of Great Britain. But she founded the West Indian Gazette in 1958, which was the first major Black newspaper. She was a really active member of the British African Caribbean community and society. And from 1959, after the race riots in Nottingham and Notting Hill, she arranged a series of indoor Caribbean carnivals, which a lot of people attribute to being the precursor for Notting Hill.
Mm.
She campaigned tirelessly. So in the 60s, she died in 1964. So she was not in good health. But even through that, in the early 60s, she was campaigning against the Commonwealth Immigrants Bill, which effectively made it harder for non-white people to migrate to Britain. And it was one of the bits of discriminatory legislation that led to the hostile environment and the Windrush scandal. So I think she was a pioneer and amazing in her time. So she gets my vote today.
Never heard of her, so I'm going to definitely look her up.
Yeah, I think this is the thing. We've got so much incredible history, but as I say, so often it's the same names that you hit, and it feels a bit performative. It's lazy, isn't it? It's like if you just Google and go Black pioneers and human rights or civil rights, and you get the same names coming up, but actually dig a bit deeper, and we've got a fabulous history here in the UK. So Grace, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.